Alright. So, if you've watched any of my Ace Combat 7 commentary stuff, you know I'm not a big fan of Ace Combat 7. I'm not going to continue much further than that. Um, if you don't want to hear possible criticisms of Ace Combat 7 coming up, then this stream or video, whenever you're watching it, not for you, I probably will have some complaints or something while playing. But this is me just playing through the campaign, and that's really what it is. I have not played through this campaign fully. I haven't restarted the story since March of this year, of 2019. So if you're watching this in the future, that's what year it is. Good for you. You already knew that if you looked at the description anyway. But I have not played the story since then. I haven't played the whole way through. This is going to be all the cutscenes, the whole story, everything. So, I mean, I'm really putting myself through torture to watch these cutscenes again, because I really don't want to, but I mean, I'd watch the briefings, but the actual cutscenes, I don't really want to watch them, but I'll do it. No specific way I'm going to be going through the campaign. I'm just gonna go through it, and if people join me along the way, then cool. If nobody does, then that's fine too, I guess. So, yeah. Let's get started. And we're not playing on Ace, we're going to be playing on normal.
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the oceans the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put in my best to see this piece of junk. Should have built a deterrent too.
Yeah, she's dead. But whatever.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed!
Many injured!
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base! This is not a drill!
Oh, man. This is off to a much stronger start than I remember it being. A very, very good start. I don't know if I've ever done this level beginning with like a Russian aircraft. It just looks so good when you use an American craft, especially the F-15. I think this mission works the best with the F-15. Man, that's beautiful. Alright, what do I want to use? I wish it was an IUN emblem. That's really what it should be. I don't know why it'd be maritime defense, though. Does this say maritime? No, that's what it's... Oh. Honestly, this is my favorite plane, so Is this OMDF or is this OADF? This is OADF. Oh, okay. Well, let's use this. Why not? Although it doesn't have 4 AMs. How fast is it? How fast is that compared to the F-16? It's faster. Okay. I'll use the F-2A. Oh, still using that. Yeah, that's what I used to use. Don't use that anymore. I got what I need? Yep. Okay.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
I wish you could select numbers and emblems and all that. And country flags. Customization. I don't think any Ace Combat game's ever done that. It's just too bad it hasn't. Well, that loaded fast.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron.
Wait, so who's that F-16 behind me? What?
Call sign is Mage 2. Verify
He just stays there, doesn't he?
Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a...
I never questioned that. Now I have, and it's weird.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1.
Damn parade of bombers.
Mage 2, scramble. Take off now.
They're bombing the harbor. Scramble interceptors.
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2.
I don't think I've ever looked at the cockpit of this aircraft.
Golem Squadron, it's go time.
It's a nice aircraft.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
I was full band for a second for some reason.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Hello. Welcome to the stream. Just replaying Ace Combat 7. Ace Combat 7.
They're way overhead.
Fox 3. Fox 3.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Mage 2, walking.
That's it. It's great, but it's simple.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
I'd have liked being a wingman more.
Two new enemy groups.
Would have liked it if it was more of a actual wingman instead of just being independent
Attention all
of them.
combat groups. Are
But
there
that's
any
just minor
drones?
stuff.
Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
I guess this is the first Ace Combat game we got any point in time with being a secondary.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I'd call that mission accomplished. We've still got half our baggage. Let me know the hangars and runways.
It didn't connect.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire!
Mage 2 locked.
It would have been really nice if they could destroy these bombers.
They could burn with their whole payload. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
See, it says OADF, but he's flying an OMDF aircraft.
Missile away. Bandit destroyed. Mage 2
I really
locked.
wish these guys could be destroyed by the AI.
Enemy bomber destroyed. One remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Bomber hit by a missile. To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column
Is this still here? Nope,
Did you
just
confirm any
disappeared.
drones? What's the deal with all the drones? Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Because I don't think Golem 3 and 4 are flying FA or F-16s. I think they're flying F-18s.
I am Princess Rosa
Hello.
of the Kingdom of Erusia.
Hello, new person. Oh, right. Oops. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm sure there's nothing that could happen to that runway. I think that those birds are actually the first life we've seen while in the cockpit in Ace Combat. I don't think you've ever seen humans or anything. Well, I mean, you might count the stadium Ace
We are
Combat
currently
5.
assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Glad you think so highly of me.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusea, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The executive armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusea, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusea went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusea didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusea. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
And the dogs did nothing, apparently.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Alright. A lot of exposition in that last cutscene. Let's use this. Why not? My signature plane.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
You know, you're basically the UN, you're not Osea. I don't understand why the game doesn't understand that. Do they forget that we're not Osea?
Visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Is the IUN basically effectively Osea? Is that it? Because that's what the game makes it seem like. Like the UN isn't considered basically America.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
Mage 2.
Commissioner, move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion.
I like these type of missions. I wish this game would have had more of these.
Inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest
I knew that was going to happen at some point.
It's reliable, so trust your radars. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. Trigger, there's one more to go. Column 1, box 2.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Locked on target.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
We aim over clear ground. Call 3, head the bailout now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
I agree.
Bandit destroyed.
We've got no recourse.
Alright, clean up that last radar vehicle. There's nothing in your way now.
Not yet. Not just yet.
Missile away.
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Hell yeah, hostile has been eliminated.
Page 2, walking.
What even is this thing? A watchtower? Am I stupid? It literally tells me what it is.
Pile of scrap.
Yeah, they are. Can I destroy this before it becomes a target? I doubt it. Yeah, kind of what I figured. Alright. I want those targets from the beginning.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
Oh, to see the Erusians' faces now.
Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
All right. This base is worth destroying.
Destroy the target. Launch preparations complete. Hold submarine. Whenever you're ready.
Stand clear, 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away! What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones.
Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs.
Oh,
That
that
doesn't
didn't
change
take
a
long.
thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys.
That's a
Take
miss.
them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Column 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
It doesn't matter.
One, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah.
Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
Mage 2 is taking down
I
an
wish
enemy.
you wouldn't.
How many's that now?
Just 2 more. Golem Squadron, surround them.
Not even Mage, just one pilot, destroying literally everything.
They won't show up on the radar.
1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger.
On target 6.
Trigger, don't let them give you the runaround. Take them down one at a time.
There's only one left. What's your name? Mage 1. I mean,
Once you hit one of them, stick to him like
I don't
glue.
remember his name.
Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft Clown.
The skies are clear.
Clown.
Nice work, everyone.
Okay.
Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I mean,
I don't know.
no,
Maybe the bandits we took down
Ocean
caused civilian
casualties.
casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
You shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Such an intriguing story to start. Too bad it degrades as quickly as it does. Well, maybe not quick. Well, not as quick as Ace Combat 6 did. Although even Ace Combat 6 had its bright moments with
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
I agree. Oh, thank you. No cutscene. Okay. Good.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous
Gandar
ships have been
Bay?
sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier,
What?
Kestrel 2, was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Ocean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
Would have been so cool to have a super weapon on our side for once. Alright, I think I'm gonna take the F-18. Yeah, I'm gonna take the F-18.
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
No standby at the front? Usually it tells you to stand by at the front. I love the hangar music for the first 4 missions.
Mage 2, begin takeoff sequence. You're cleared for launch. Mage 2 is away.
That's so cool. Although I think Ace Combat 6 did it better, that's really cool.
Altitude reached. Restrictions lifted. Good
situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, Wilco. Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger time to show the other guys that we get wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to them like glue. Don't let them out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
Remember this AI. This is like one of the only missions where they do a ton, even though it's not necessary. I'm okay with it. But since I know that the AI has been made more aggressive, I wonder... Okay, then wait, so who can destroy aircraft? Because I know they do sometimes put in some work on this mission. I like how it doesn't even have the decency for them to get a hit.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares.
Well, I destroyed one aircraft. I hope that's not me they're talking about.
4 remaining.
See, assuming there were more enemies, this is the type of battles I was looking for before Ace Combat 7 came out. Or was hoping there'd be more of this type of stuff. They advertise this game well.
Nice kill.
1 remaining. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break! Break!
What the hell?
Caution! Missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Okay, I'm finding it hard to believe the Arsenal bird can travel that slowly when it's that big. In fact, I'm also questioning how it can run with only propellers.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the Arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock. Dodging everything I throw at him. Break, now!
We're just waiting for mission command.
We'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are definitely a step above the last drones.
Not really, they're also here to hit.
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the Arsenal bird.
Gold Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
Enemy's locked!
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
See, I wish the Arsenal bird fired that other aircraft in the Stonehenge. That would make it a lot more fair.
Verifying the situation.
Focus your fire, Golden Squadron.
Instead it all focuses on you.
Flares launched.
This is Golem 3. Golem 2's hit. Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
Yeah, because we all know the Arsenal bird should fly right now.
Skeleton 3's lost.
This is not 100% survival rate.
HQ, what's happening?
that happen?
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there.
Breaking!
You made. Controls are out. I'm breaking up.
Skeleton 2 lost.
How many people died the first time it did that? I sure did.
Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
It does not give you nearly enough time to get out of there first time. I mean, obviously you're expecting it afterwards, but that's just so wrong.
Wilco, but Golem 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Golem 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Golem 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to listen to me. I'm back and I...
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
Why is the moon out?
Targeting gun range.
What time is it?
This is getting a little tight. Yowza!
Where's the sun?
Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit.
Oh, there it is.
Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
That boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing.
Mage 2, UAV down.
That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy.
Bandit on your six. Shake him off.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work.
We're aware. Thanks for the update, Skykeeper.
Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
Guys, you can fly at over 1,000 miles per hour. Or knots. Can that go down, please? Oh my god. And it's running away. Speaking of running away...
Prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Golem 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit. SU-30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
Fast. It's like
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell?
Whoa, that was loud.
Status report.
Why was that so loud?
Just talk to me.
I'm against an SU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off.
Yeah, he's a yellow 13 wannabe.
Stop dogfighting and run.
Well, that's because he isn't as good as yellow 13.
Keep it up, buddy.
Fort Gray's aircraft. We'll let you take it easy next time.
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire?
So, can we do a kill count? I mean, you are dead meat. How did... Why did that miss? Why do any misses miss? What am I on about? Oh, I hate turbulence. I wonder how many pilots in real life actually say that. I was gonna say, why does it take so long to lock on, but this is a multi-role aircraft, and I'm usually flying a fighter. Although I don't know if that applies in this game. It certainly seems like it does here.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2. We want as many guys out here as possible.
That thing does that thing fall apart when you shoot it down?
Golem 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. The weak get eaten.
Golem 2, get a hold of yourself. Golem 2, get away from the enemy.
H2, support! Somebody! Support!
Don't you guys just love how Mihai plays with his prey?
Skykeeper, where's the one that got
Probably one of the things I hate about him.
Long gone by now. Sorry.
He's not a respectable person like Yellow 13 was.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA.
was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Caution alert. Caution alert. Caution alert. Caution alert.
Just kind of hoping it would end by that point. It's definitely a lot preferable to fight the MQ-101s than the MQ-99s. Both troll you immensely, but I prefer the MQ-101s. They're bigger.
You are cleared for approach.
Ah, yes, the
Deck is
carrier
clear.
landing.
H2, you are cleared for landing.
Well, I would hope if you're telling me to land that the deck is clear.
2 miles to carrier. Lower your speed.
Hold on. I'm trying to line myself up.
H2, bank right.
I probably should be following the
1 mile to
thing.
carrier.
Okay.
H2, lower your nose. You're too high.
Shut up! I got it. Man, I'm not good at this.
Your approach looks good. Stay on course.
Thank you.
Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Now return to base.
Well, then why did I land if I'm returning to base? Okay.
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier-borne aircraft mistakenly bombed urban areas, and this has turned public opinion in neutral countries against us. Our own forces also suffered heavy losses. If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Why do we have to get to the space elevator? I don't understand what we're gonna. Oh boy, I forgot about this.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before our drones can match his skill.
A bit more magic when it comes to aerodynamics.
This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Erusia, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
Unfortunately, you can. I think Dark Blue is the equivalent in Ace Combat 7 to Train Go Boom in Black Ops 3.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar. If you happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot who will head up this strategy is you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
I don't know, I'm just questioning the logic of sending a number 2, instead of both planes, a number 2 of the number 2 squadron. Gollum's technically the leaders here, it seems like. It just seems a little wrong. I think we'll use the YF-22. YF-23. My bad. Okay. I don't know. Do I want to use this? I guess I could. Why not?
Aircraft preparations complete. Sortie ASAP.
Entering operation area. Imposing radio silence. We'll radio you, but you are not permitted to make contact.
Okay, that works.
you're spotted, the mission is over. Stay out of enemy radar. Use of weaponry is also strictly forbidden. Okay, you're heading up the Harling rescue mission. The success of this mission depends on you. Good luck. Trigger, you're a third of the way to the rendezvous point. Good job, but stay focused.
Nothing suspicious about a military aircraft flying over a civilian airport. I think that's a civilian airport. Looks like it.
Trigger, you got two directions you can take up here. Just go with your gut. Don't worry, we're watching over you.
No change. RTV,
Making good progress, Trigger. You're currently halfway to your rendezvous point. Look, I'm not
Man, I
gonna
really
lie,
wish
just
Trigger
between you
was
and your
a
radar out
non-silent
there. Just know,
protagonist.
you got a bunch of people pulling for you. And I'm one of them.
Yeah, sure you are.
You're 3/4 of the way. Been a long fight, but you're nearly home. Harling is still the president in my eyes. He ended the war, built the space elevator, and launched a spaceship from it. Despite his success, he remained.
Yeah, you still don't know why that was launched, do you? I do.
Best to save
Well,
him.
Trigger
Let me
doesn't, but I
ahead,
do.
Trigger.
No, I hate Harley. It's a terrible president.
Trigger, the first stage
This thing
of the
can't
mission
post
is
on whenever,
clear.
can it?
Don't celebrate
No.
yet. The real fight's about to get started. Radio silence is now lifted. The auxiliary
It's been
craft
a
will be
long time since I've played this mission.
destroy the anti-air around the space elevator. We're securing Sea Goblin's landing zone. H2, target destroyed.
Probably because I'm sad that she got one
Target
dead.
down. Half of the anti-air guns down. Half of the SAM sites are down. Missile away. H2, target down. All anti-air guns destroyed. All SAM sites down.
The anti-air weapons are already gone. Which squadron did this?
Just one until you showed up.
Impossible.
The landing zone is secure. Sea Goblin,
It's a long highway.
Roger. Rendezvous point in sight. We're almost there.
multiple bandits over Selatapura Harbor. They're container-launched UAVs.
Really?
Rescue craft tagged on. Initiate.
Rescue craft on the ground is defenseless. Gollum and Mage, destroy all hostiles.
It's been a long journey, but you're on the home stretch.
Gargoyle will stand by near the space elevator.
Sea Goblin, heading over to the Express's location now. Run for the container!
Aren't you guys getting sick of saving him? I certainly would be.
Ground target destroyed. Mage 2, vehicle destroyed.
Ambush! Fire from the far shore! They're targeting us! Get behind the chopper!
Yeah, those two, hang in there.
Eliminate all enemy UAVs. Don't let up.
Return fire! Sierra 2, hold position! We're cut off!
That's about half. Mop up the rest.
Taking fire! We're pinned down! Shoot back!
This truly is the saddest part of the game.
UAVs approaching the space elevator. Stop them.
What are you talking about? There's no...
Behind the gantry crane! Mr. Harlan, stay right there! Jacob's been hit! Incoming rocket!
These guys get screwed over by the rockets.
Sea Goblin, all survivors, respond. Is Mr. Harling alive?
I'm out of missile.
UAV confirmed.
Good to know, Gargoyle. Wait, how is that even possible? You're gonna fire missiles later. Some more X-rays here. Yep, I was right. Shouldn't have flown away. This does look kind of cool. Kinda wish I could set the fire mode to slow fire, like it is in Ace Combat 5. Foggy. It's foggy. That's rough news. I never realized that it's foggy in this city. That actually looks really cool.
We'll figure something out.
Oh yeah, all mine.
One remaining.
What do you mean one remaining? So the one gonna respawn? I mean spawn?
Can you fly?
Better than Mr.
It'll do. All squadrons be advised.
I haven't tried to fly.
I've sent the information via the data link.
Oh, of course you did that. Yeah, I remember that.
All UAVs have been splashed. All aircraft. Former President Harling's transport is ready to take off. Mother Goose 1, take off.
Alright. Mother Goose 1 taking off. Mr. Harling wants to extend his
What happened to the, what happened to the
Mother
CH?
Goose 1 is heading south. Provide support. 5 minutes remaining.
Skykeeper, bogeys
Just
on my radar.
respawn?
Bearing 220.
Sighting confirmed as MQ-101, forerunner for Arsenal Bird.
The big bird is coming, huh?
Mage, protect Mother Goose 1. Shoot down any UAVs. Gollum, intercept the UAVs.
Golem 1 will kill. That last battle taught me a lot about those a-holes. Golem 2, don't stray off on me. Always maintain element. Wilco, forming up.
Locked. Enemy UAV down. Great job, Trigger.
Got you now. Firing.
Roger. Sending UAVs at the transport. Orders on a fire warnings. Yes, sir. My old timer has no clue how UAVs are used.
Mother Goose 1, UAV on your tail. Take evasive action.
I hear you. But this isn't exactly a fight.
He really is slanted towards him. I don't think he is, but it does kind of sound like it. Some part of me worries he actually is.
Gargoyle squadron, stand by for my order. It's not the lighthouse. I need the harbor. They won't be able to get home. That ship isn't one of ours.
That is true.
Gargoyle, change radio frequency.
Mother Goose 1 here. We're about to leave the airspace. Keep your fingers crossed.
Gargoyle, it's time. Attention, Gargoyle squadron, babble, babble, babble.
Gargoyle 3 to Babel. Babel, roger. Skykeeper, what the hell was that?
Gargoyle did their job.
I figured, but why weren't we informed?
The IUN can't coordinate between branches as usual.
Gargoyle Squadron, report.
HQ, one hit was scored. The rest were intercepted by UAV. The elevator's windbreak took a scratch. Nothing more.
Roger. Continue to maintain air superiority.
Huh. I never caught that dialogue before.
UAV down.
Mother Goose 1 hit.
Mother Goose 1 has been hit. Colonel Johnson, respond.
It didn't look like it.
Mage Squadron, assess
Looked
the
too far
situation.
away.
This is Mage 1. I have Mother Goose 1.
This is one of the most confusing sequences in gaming. It still doesn't make any sense.
You okay?
Don't worry about that. Just send help this way. I'm sorry.
The that might be an exaggeration of what I said, but it's really weird. This still doesn't make any sense what happened.
Goose 1, respond. Mother Goose 1.
Skykeeper, should we continue providing cover for Mother Goose 1?
Of course. Locked. Mage 2 splashed abandoned. Mother Goose 1 is turning. What's going on? They're heading to the space elevator.
It's flying at a steady altitude. Who's in control?
It's not the Colonel. Mr. Harling's the only one on board. Mother Goose 1, respond! Mr.
Why did
Harling,
it show a
please
picture of the
respond.
Colonel then?
We can't protect our objective if it sticks around here. Now's not the time to freak out, fellas. We've still got a job to do, so let's do it. Keep your mind focused.
Mr. Harling, we are not giving up on you. The UAVs are approaching Mother Goose 1.
Let's go,
What is
Trigger.
that movement?
Take them down now, Mage Squadron. 1 minute remaining.
What? I don't get it. I guess that's Gargoyle right there.
Mother Goose 1, turn 180 degrees and exit combat airspace. Mother Goose 1, Mr. Harlan, are you piloting that plane? The UAVs are continuing their attack.
Okay, there it is.
Oh my god, Mother Goose 1 has been shot down.
Where'd the missile come from?
Mage 2 fired that.
It was Ocean. A friendly missile hit him.
Verifying the situation. Stop speculating.
Friendly fire. I saw it.
Mother Goose 1 exploded in air. No one could have survived.
Looks like it tried to protect the elevator. The Erusian bastards, they just killed a hero.
Mage 1. Is it Trigger? Trigger was the closest. UAVs were crawling all over our objective. I told you to keep a goddamn eye on the hatchling. It must have been a mistake.
Arsenal bird is entering. All aircraft withdraw immediately. Trigger, you can't fly for a while. You understand?
Not even any proof that I did anything. Oh, whatever. And I'll never see the IUN
The
again.
operation to rescue former President Harling has failed. Sadly, there is no hope he survived. Trigger, you are suspected of assassinating the former president. There will be an inquiry. There will most probably be a court-martial.
Yeah, I don't think that's how military works. I don't think you just get court-martialed for what you may have done. There's no proof I did anything, but whatever. And yeah, I guess the IUN, while you're with them, they failed a lot of missions. Like, 3 of the 4 missions you're with them are failed. Assuming you count the first mission, because technically you failed that one.
Bad news for us here at the prison. The enemy fell for our decoy base.
When did she
With
get
all
a
the fake
tattoo?
planes and trucks we had out, it must have looked to them like the Ocean Air Force was about to go on the attack. Day after day after day after day, they bombed us. Osea didn't give a damn. We weren't soldiers to them, so go ahead. Bomb us. In their eyes, we were expendable. Worth less than the fake planes in the bunkers. No biggie. While I made fake planes, they had me put together some working ones. Then, some genius at HQ decided we should send it up, so the base looked legit. Thankfully, we had people to crew them. It didn't matter what we were locked up here for anymore. Top brass needed pilots, and criminals were all they had. A crook, a gambler, an anarchist. Just your typical lowlifes. They threw each one of them in a cockpit and sent them up to intercept the enemy's planes.
Yeah,
but
but
in
that...
the end, it was all just for show.
He's not a crook, he's a fraud.
So, up they went, day after day after day. Today they tossed someone new into the mix. Wonder what he did to get sent here.
I mean, I think she's talking about full band when
My
she
dad
says
died
crook,
flying
but
for the Ocean Air Force. When your allies are surrounded, one of the most dangerous missions is giving them cover to retreat. Whoever signed up for that was a real hero. But even more dangerous than that was being the one who had to cover the rear guard's retreat. That was my dad's job, and one time, he called it off. Said it was too late for him. Said anyone else would have done the same. I found that out from a war buddy of his when he came to tell me how my dad died. The next time a retreat happened, my dad volunteered to be in the rear guard. Dumbass. He died all right. No one came to help. The news nearly broke me. Of all the ways to get killed, that's gotta be the most pathetic one ever. Am I right? There's a rumor going around about another inmate. A guy they brought here a little while ago. Get this. Talk in the cell block says he was sent here because he killed Harling, the president of Osea during the last war, remember? He's the one that sent my dad on that suicide mission. He's the reason I had to go live with my grandpa, and why me and Gramps started building a supersonic jet. He's the reason I ended up here. Maybe I should give that guy a thank you note for killing him. Nah. God, I hate the smell of this place. It's all fake and lies and bullshit.
you know, I don't like Harling, but that's a really big assumption. Can't wait to tell your son. Oh, hi. Hold on. There we go.
All right, guys,
Hello,
I'll let you in
Internet.
on some juicy info. The new guy was found guilty by the International Union Peacekeeping Forces court-martial. He is the murderer of Harling in the flesh. His TAC name's Trigger. Now, as of today, he may be attached to the Ocean Air Force Base 444th Squadron. But that is just some symbolic bullshit. It doesn't really matter if he's Harling's murderer or not. Every last one of you has been incarcerated for one reason or another. You cons have an obligation to atone for your crimes.
Yeah.
A few of you in the penal unit know how to fly, and HQ needs to plug the deficit in our Air Force. So they proposed sending you guys on a reconnaissance mission to the Waiapolo Mountains. But that idea was flat out rejected. Nope. You'll be atoning for your crimes right here at this base. This base is a decoy designed to draw enemy fire. And as members of this base, you'll be taking hits from the enemy. This will allow our forces to safely prepare a counterattack.
Incoming!
Switch off that alarm. It's just the usual. I thought Zapland was supposed to be an isolated area. Okay. I'm gonna need a few aircraft to scramble.
Wonder how many will lose today. Better than solitary.
Enemy aircraft detected over the dummy runway.
We just need to make it look like we can put up a fight. Some of those piles of junk can at least take off. Let's get the guiltiest cons in the sky first. We'll start with Harling's murderer. We don't expect you to down any bombers. But what we do want is to make them think that we've got an active base here.
Change mode apparently turns off. I saw that. That said change mode. And if I was wrong, I looked blind. Is this still... Oh, that's weird. It doesn't. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna use a Russian fighter, because I like Russian fighters. I'm gonna use this. Why not? Nobody uses this skin. This is probably one of the least used skins in the game, right here. Like, it's close at least. Alright. What's my other thing? What? That's stupid. Let's just do that. Why not? I don't know. I mean, I don't really like the 3-line skins. I'd prefer having...
It's time to get busy, convicts. Proceed with your mission now.
I just prefer having a normal military symbols. That's true. I don't know. So somebody left a comment in one of my old emblem videos, and I was like, I made a complaint about the emblems. It's just like, it was actually the perfect way to handle it. Let us choose our country, our number,
Follow orders, Trigger.
our
Runway now.
and our personal
Check
emblem,
your altimeter and wait in front
and
of
our like letters.
Control, would you kindly send me up first? Spare 8, Champ, this is the control tower. You're not cleared for takeoff. Obey orders.
Go to hell.
All aircraft preparing for takeoff. Watch out for Spare 8. He's forcing a takeoff.
I'll take up command. Any objections? That'll get decided in the skies. Touche.
Trigger, your call sign is Spare 15.
That's true.
Consider it your prisoner number for the
I mean, it's fair enough.
Commencing deception and interception.
This really is just a less fun version of Mission 1.
Go now. My blood's boiling! Toss the chump in solitary once he gets back. If he makes it back. When you land, your ass is grass. Spare 15. Takeoff confirmed. Altitude restriction lifted. Go.
So, no missiles again. The FCS is locked.
Damn, you're good.
Let's make this more interesting. Prisoners use nothing without supervision. Not even a pencil.
Here comes Harling's murderer.
He shot 2 missiles right between old Harling's eyes.
Always in the know, aren't you?
Oh, I wish. Heck, I wouldn't have minded being the person to kill Harling.
Settle down.
I hate Harling.
Excited to have another murderer with you? This is Bandog. Spare 15, I'm handling surveillance. The bombers that attacked the runway are coming back for another round. I know it's just a dummy runway. You guys just need to make a lot of noise.
You guys are sure putting in a lot of effort for an isolated base.
If any of you die, just think of it as you atoning for your crimes. One more thing. Any aircraft leaving the operation area will be shot down. You hear me?
Righto.
Only 3, this is School 1. Numbers we can handle. We're safe with us. School Squadron, get into formation.
You don't get it, Spare 15. Your fire control systems are locked.
There's a juicy target.
Look at them, blowing up a bunch of paper planes.
The enemy seems to think our Air Force is concentrated on this base. Everything on the ground is fake. Can't the enemy see that? Means they're that convincing.
Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower!
Oh, they actually do hit the control tower.
Send in the fire team. Do not let the enemy get closer. Are you trying to kill me?
What, did you expect them not to hit the control tower?
Commander McKinsey? Damn it!
Like, what did you expect?
Spare Squadron, listen up. Shoot down everything carrying bombs. Weapons free. You're cleared to engage. Show no mercy.
What's that doing?
Want to bet which one of us gets the first kill trigger?
Starts. This is the penal unit.
If count's going forward,
I decide when you die.
All right, I'm assuming command. All aircraft support me. Who's gonna dance to your lying tune? I'll show you all how it's done.
Sure you will.
Spare 15, bandit splashed.
Direct trigger. Keep an eye on your head count. We can compare later. Yeah, I'm betting that report will get dressed up real pretty.
At least everybody equally hates Count along with me. Like, I hate Count the most of most characters in Ace Combat. It's not all. Oh boy.
Allow me to educate you. In this unit,
Oh, he's gonna educate me.
the more scratches, the more heinous the crime. They're called sin lines.
Okay,
You have 3 scratches, right, Trigger? Well, you are Harling's murderer.
Still no proof for that, but yeah. Don't you love how this military reprimands people for crimes they may or may not have committed? Like, did they forget when they were started writing the Strider part of this game about everything before? Because it really feels like it. Oh well, I kind of want to stop him.
Not too shabby.
I mean, that actually looked pretty cool. 1.5 sims.
I wouldn't go that far. Target's that slow on a challenge.
I mean, you haven't done anything so far. Again, this is one of those missions that would benefit majorly if your AI could actually help you do stuff.
All aircraft follow me. You two, murderer.
But most of the missions in the game could benefit from that, so yeah. That's just a design flaw. A design flaw that hasn't been the case in any game previously, now that I think about it. Besides maybe Assault Racing. That's true. In this game, at least. Like, when I think about it, the AI wasn't great in 5, and in 0, Pixie was the only really good teammate. In 4, they were really good. Yeah, I know. I mean, they weren't great, but they were at least capable. In this game, they try to help, but they just can't.
He killed Harling with his guns, too.
I mean, I really don't blame the people who made the AI. I blame the game designers. I mean, mission designers. Not allowing AI to do what they should be doing. Because the AI, man, it's really good. It just sucks that they don't allow them to actually do anything. Because look at that. He just got hit by a missile and nothing happened. It'll still take 2 missiles. I hate that. Because I give Ace Combat 7 a lot of crap, but it's not like every team just phoned it in.
What the hell are you doing? Are you... Wilco, Commander McKenzie, please maintain silence for the moment. Trigger got most of them. Maybe even all of them. That was dumb luck, Tabloid.
Can you shut up, Count?
Fun away from your comrades. 3 targets remaining.
Dropping now. We won't make it to the target.
2 targets remaining. Someone make a smart in the convicts. Gotta be some kind of reason. Now the paper-mache strategy at the base seems to be doing the trick. Guess every man and his dog has an idea how to end the war. 1 bandit left.
I don't think that means you end the war.
First come, first served.
I wouldn't mod a mod like that. Granted, I play on PS4, so I don't get mods, but... I hate how the community uses the... Oh yeah, that's one. Oh, I'll get back to what I was saying, but I hate that about this game. If you aren't doing literally everything, if you aren't stopping the bombers, if you're trying to help shoot down the enemy aircraft, it's your fault. It's not your team's fault, it's your fault and yours alone. That's another thing that happens in Stonehenge as well.
Oh yeah, let's do this. Sperry, watch your mouth.
But I hate how the community acts like mods are an excuse for Namco to not do their job. Not give us a Cypher skin, a Mobius 1 skin, which they finally did, and not give us a War Dog skin, all these other things, like, and making the TLS extremely underpowered, making the MPBM underpowered. I hate how the community uses that as an excuse.
Must have the devil in his corner. Spare 7, what happens if the one you've bet on
Especially since I don't even think most of the community play on PC. I could be wrong about that. I mean, it seems like it at this point.
Just checking.
Spare 15, this is the control tower. Make your landing check.
Alright, now we can get to the best mission in the game. Besides Unexpected Visitor. I don't know if you're, if you watch any of my...
2 miles to go.
It's like that for nearly plenty of games when it comes to previous installment appearances and things. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've said this officially on my YouTube channel. I did say I liked the mission on my review, but Unexpected Visitor, great mission. I think it's up there. It's probably one of the best missions, if not the best mission in the game, besides Long Day. It competes with Long Day. Really good for the series as well. I mean, I hate Anchorhead Raid, but I do really like Unexpected Visitor. I still stand by that.
Money for that trigger. Don't forget.
Hopefully there's no cutscene between this and the next mission.
Did I say you could take down the enemy? Throw anyone who disobeys into solitary.
That's another thing I hate about these. After credits? Post-mission briefing? I don't know. They all suck on this. No. I think we all know what that cutscene contains. We don't need to watch that.
Your mission is to atone for your crimes by attracting the enemy's attention. First, I want you to head from the base to the desert region of Roca-Roja to the northwest. And then second, you will attack the large Erusian base there. We've been unable to verify that base's ability to deal with fighters. You will attack and provoke the enemy into revealing their AA strategy. Get them to fire at you as much as you can. That way, we can confirm where they're firing from. Then it's a case of sending in a regular force to clean them out. For this mission, we prepared a frontline base that can be used for ammo replenishment and aircraft repairs. However, this is not for you guys. Only the regular force has permission to use it. Even if you run out of ammo, don't forget that you're just decoys. You stay out there as targets for the enemy.
Yeah, I never actually resupply in this mission. You don't need to. I think the FBI is about to open up the front door. Oh, goodness. Like the writing, man. I will admit, when I was going through those first 4 missions earlier, it was a lot stronger. The writing, a lot stronger than I remember. Well, maybe not the writing. The intro and the first 3 missions are pretty good. Better than I remember. Still not top tier, but they're okay. Yeah. Why was this not the base game? I feel like people need to make much more of an uproar about this. Yeah. People need to uproar more about this. I'm just saying this community needs to draw a line. Because here's this skin, which you have to pay for this. These aren't on. And then you have this. You have this skin. You essentially pay. I really don't get why the community doesn't backlash against this. You have that. And then you have this. You essentially have to pay for emblems. And that's also the case for the XO2. I do not understand why the community doesn't say or do anything about that. I don't get it. I think the Mobius 1 skin should have been in the base game. I guess there's an argument to be made that it doesn't need to be, but I still think it should have been in the base game considering how many games it had been in previously. But I feel like it's a little unforgivable to not include, or rather include the skin in the game, but not have the emblems, and then make the players pay for the actual emblems. Why is this not a thing people have complained about? That's one thing that I just hate about this community. They don't draw a line. I mean, this game doesn't have any microtransactions, sure, but you're paying for emblems. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Did I select this again? Yeah, I did.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Not that the planes that are even included in these packs are worth anything. I mean, the Morgan's pointless. The Falcon's pointless. The only good aircraft is the ADF-11. I mean, the HAB's okay, but it's not anything I'd use again.
Better be careful.
What?
Some welcome.
I've never heard that. Wait a minute, what? Why did you say, I can't see a damn thing, better be careful? Why did he just say that? That's never been, I've played this mission a lot, that never happens. Okay, anyway, what are you saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't care if Assault Horizon was bad and we're recovering from it. Assault Horizon was such a bad game. It shouldn't even be considered as combat. Why are you basing that off of Assault Horizon? That's just such a stupid thing to do. I don't get that. Let me restart the mission. So you didn't say, well, what was that? That was the only time that's ever happened.
We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything. Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare 8?
Also,
regular forces can reduce losses.
One of my subscribers told me this is the only plane that has any weight to it, and that is very true.
Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Letting the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative.
This truly is the only aircraft with any weight.
Transport truck spotted. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine. What are the odds of getting out of line?
That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it.
That's the thing, people wanted this kind of an Ace Combat at back. Oh, Ace Combat back, so they're doing a lot of things, including not complaining if it means not get. I'm gonna assume that's like the skins or whatever. I mean, that's a thought. I don't really have any idea why they're not complaining about actual stupid things. Well, at least I'm here. I mean, at least one person is. Yeah. Nobody. I mean, if somebody does say something bad about Ace Combat 7, people take it very wrong. I don't get it. When you do say something bad about Ace Combat 7, people tend to hate you. So that's a problem against speaking out about the game.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Trigger. Rocking it hard. Cut the crap. There's work to do. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary.
If it means not getting another Assault Horizon, don't know why that cut off. Oh, okay.
Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads.
I don't think we're gonna get another Assault Horizon. I mean, I could be wrong. We might, but I don't think we will. But they're giving Namco too much room to be lazy. Like, this mission design is bad. Unexpected Visitor was a step in the right direction. Long Day's the only good mission, or really good mission in the game. The only one I constantly replay. Why did I do that? That was a terrible thing.
That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Rhino!
The vehicles have been taken out. Move on to the next target.
You're our official fly swatter now, Trigger. I'm out. Returning to resupply. How are we supposed to work without ammo? I'm heading back.
Nice try. This stuff isn't for you guys.
Let's be honest here. Regulars like us aren't allowed to resupply. But in your heart, you want us to smash that base. Am I off?
Why would they not want us to do it? I mean, we're expendable.
Bandits finally come around. Finally have a read on the targets. They're in one hell of a place.
So can you say have replaying the same mission? So you can say you have replaying the same mission. I don't get what you're asking.
I'll take it from here. You're giving me another shot? Must be my lucky day.
The enemy base is divided into 3 sections.
I'm not even sure what you're asking.
You did nothing more than destroy.
So you can say you have. Okay.
Just one. Why are you acting like some big shot, Count?
Trigger's the one who did most of the work.
Why are you so proud of that full band?
Why are you so proud of that full band?
One of the AA guns.
I know why. It's a secret plot to kill Trigger. I don't know.
Locked on bandit.
Well, that was a failure. Okay, let's try. So can you say that? Can you say you have a long day replaying the same mission? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It didn't want your pun. I can't blame it.
Vehicle down. Targeting gun range. Fire.
Enemies locked on me. Someone help me out here.
Okay.
Why is it? I don't get why the warehouse blows up so big. That is a big explosion.
I know the base commander makes a big deal whenever a new mission comes in.
But it's just one after another.
Like that was the plan all along or something.
So hard to believe that that's Steve Blum.
They tell you what to do next.
He got his role screwed over. I would have liked Bartlett to be in this game.
You mean they already know the next strategy? Hold up.
You can never tell what Belkin witchcraft they might be hiding in those warehouses. That's true. You never know.
Whoever guesses the next strategy wins. You can get in on this too, Band Dog.
Maybe you need to clear your eyes off in solitary. Yeah, we know that. He said the thing. It's so funny. It's such a meme. How can we move on?
It's amazing how many people write their password on.
This is like the episode 3.
Intel is all about getting access.
This really is episode 3. 6 was bad. It wasn't terrible. There was a character in it that was quite annoying, but it was like okay. 2 was Assault Horizon, absolutely wretched, horrible, awful, and nobody should ever watch it / play it again. And 3 is the best of the worst, and it's trying to be memey.
Trigger's destroyed all the trucks.
Destroy enemy reinforcements.
That's really the big thing about 7. It feels like it's trying to be a meme, and that's one of my most hated things about it.
But I see some of you still have ammo.
Not that the community is shy about meming games that are amazing and making them hard to take seriously, aka they come at 0.
Too easy for someone who's used to killing presidents. Ex-presidents. So, what's the difference? Whatever, he's still got 3 sin lines.
People actually don't talk about that line a lot. I will say one thing I'm mad the community never memed is Archer saying it's being jammed. I don't understand why that isn't a meme.
Trigger eliminated target. Hide and seek, you're on.
Trigger destroyed the enemy facility while everyone else was sleeping.
The anti-air guns are hit hard. Our air defense capabilities are compromised.
It's a lot of fire.
Grab whatever you can and return fire. Enemy doors.
Yep.
Trigger's done it again.
I know, there are so many.
Spare 15 blocked. AA gun down.
I still have 9 minutes left, and the drones are probably going to show up soon. Why did I do so well with this aircraft? I can't even get this done this fast with the AF-11, let alone an Su-30. Why didn't my flares pop? There we go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I didn't crash, and I'm not a drooling idiot.
blasts on the horizon. Keep up the attack. Target down.
I didn't sign up for this.
They definitely did increase the difficulty of the enemy AI. And they also somewhat increased the capabilities of the friendly AI.
Fox 2. A gun down. Don't expect this to be a straightforward.
Everyone ganks until Trigger walks to coin the tunnel.
Air raid. Turn around! Enemy on your tail!
Rear 15, they've got a lock on you. Missile, dodge that thing.
They've got a lock. No way.
No way! They have a lock! And, wow, the drones haven't even showed up yet.
Congratulations with the guard dog untouched.
This is, wow, this is the fastest I've ever done this. I usually have a schedule, but I never finish the schedule this quickly.
Additional hostiles in the AO.
They still haven't showed up!
Break! Break! Missile inbound! Hostile on your tail!
I wouldn't blame them. I don't think I was supposed to destroy everything this quickly. Can you tell? I've been playing Long Day a lot. Well, how? Man, it's just like they slightly turn. Oh, did they show up? They did. Finally. And now I'm far away from them.
They're drones.
These must be the infamous drones.
They can dogfight without pilots?
Machines are not replacing humans. Calm down. They're just obstacles in your way. Don't forget your original mission.
It's bad enough just dealing with the surface. Damn.
I feel bad for Russian pilots, man. They get the worst cockpits ever.
That lion son of a bitch. Don't pretend like you deserve any better. Continue with the operation.
Well, I mean, the 4 AMs just suck. That's all it is in this game. I mean, you don't even have to turn, like, more than an inch to get away from them. What is that thing doing?
This is Spare 7. Shit! Someone get this enemy off my tail!
Why was that thing twitching?
I've got my hands full too.
Like, it wasn't even, like, scripted twitching like that was. Like, that was just weird.
I've got a bet on me getting out of this.
Well, okay, maybe that wasn't scripted. These drones act weird. It's one of the reasons I hate fighting drones.
Who is it? Ty Roller. He's been taken out.
Don't piss your pants over one aircraft being down.
I know. It's actually more than I expected.
Nice job, Trigger. That's 5.
Thank you.
6.
No, you haven't.
Shit. You're still on 2.
Thank you.
Hey, are you sure your radar's working right?
Yes.
7 down. That's more than an ace. What happens to a bet when the banker's out?
I hope Count remains the same as he is in the other DLC missions. They better not change him in 10 million relief plan, because he's been actually really likable. Yeah, coming from me, liking Count, I know that sounds weird, right? But Count's, I actually like him in unexpected visitor, and Anchorhead. Even though I hate Anchorhead as a mission, I like Count better.
If anyone wants to die, let him. Poor decision on your part. I've still got top score. Count? Man, you're useless. Everyone knows you inflate your numbers.
I know. It certainly feels like that. It really does feel like that. It was so weird where I actually liked Count. It didn't seem right. There was just something really wrong about it.
You'll pay for this.
Looks like we're the only ones having fun out here.
Wow, that was
Trigger,
effective.
the one with the highest score wins. Let's settle who's best once and for all.
Well, this isn't going to hit at all, but I'll try.
Shoot down anything that interferes with your mission.
15.
Spare 11. Stop counting and start attacking. 3 minutes remaining.
So stop. Trigger, let the real battle begin.
5 UAVs remain. Target was not hit.
I noticed. That's not gonna hit.
3 UAVs remain.
We got this.
UAV down.
Oh, okay. I have no idea. I think it already ends right here.
Running out of missiles.
I noticed. Can this drone stop trolling me? Maybe. Probably, actually. I think it does. I hate how the drones just troll you occasionally and evade your missile at the last second. It is absolutely annoying. Just like Count. It is absolutely annoying. Are you joking? I want to go deal with the other enemies. Annoying drone. There we go.
You did well. All drones have been taken out. Now,
Yeah.
deal with the enemy base.
No rest for the wicked.
There is no enemy base. I hate to tell you. No enemy base, and no enemy base anywhere around here. Yeah, there is no enemy base.
1 minute remaining.
Ammunition 0. What? Did it just miss and hit another aircraft, or did I see that wrong? Yeah, there's no way I'm getting to any other aircraft now. If they spawn far away. Yeah, I'm not getting to them. That's not going to happen. I'm surprised they even hit. If the enemy's sideways, you pretty much can't hit them. It's impossible. 90? There we go. Yeah, I would hate to be dogfighting in this cockpit. Russian fighters really don't have it good. They have it pretty bad.
Okay. You've hit the enemy base enough. Operation is complete. Head back. The bastards who flew off are going to wish they were never born.
Why are they still over there?
Damn right. I wouldn't be surprised if we're thrown in solitary too. Hey, who wants to bet who goes into solitary? That's what that gambling nutjob would say if he was still here.
Sure.
Where's your sense of humor, guys? Your buddy's making a joke. Laugh already.
It wasn't funny. Actually, no, I did laugh at that when I played this the first time. Yeah, they're just lollygagging. They'll get arrested later on. I'm the only one who did anything right, and yet I'll still probably get thrown in solitary. Yeah, I don't think you rehabilitate prisoners by punishing them for doing things right. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm no prison enthusiast. I don't think that's the right word. Prison expert, but I don't think that's how you rehabilitate people. Oh, good. No cutscene. Good. I honestly think it's worth playing. Honestly, I wish I would have just played through the Ace Combat 7 campaign only watching the briefings, because they're much better than the cutscenes.
But just remember, if you disobey orders, there's a special place in solitary confinement for you. Your so-called right to complain was forfeited the moment you chose to break the law. Okay then, go make yourselves useful.
Maybe it is.
Air Force
I don't
Squadron
know.
is currently entering
That,
Erusian territory.
what they know. Yeah, they probably went to prison.
Due to certain factors, their return route has been changed. The new return route will be through Yinshi Valley, a scenic and rocky karst area. The enemy's radar facilities and anti-aircraft weapons hidden on the mountainside pose a serious threat. Your mission is to destroy them and get our guys out in one piece, even if it puts your own lives in danger. And it is important to remember,
yeah, exactly.
They will send up interceptors if
Let's
you're
write that down.
So you will need to choose something useful in a dogfight. The weather won't be on your side, but you're doing this whether you like it or not. Worry about the squadron's return route, not your own. Your mission is to get them back safely, which I think is the perfect punishment for your crimes.
Oh boy. A part of me hoped when I was playing this mission these guys would never appear again. Sadly, they did in Mission 11. So apparently I have a nicer plane now. So what's a nicer plane? That might be a nicer plane. Oh, I hate this mission. You know what? Well, actually, what's the spare skin look like for this? Actually, I like that. That looks pretty good. Let's do that. I kind of just want to use this. I like better anyway. Didn't I add homing to these, so that might actually be better? Let me check my parts. I did. Oh, okay. I could have just looked at the thing on the right. Oh, whatever.
Aircraft preparations complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Hey, he's being nice to me. That's a first. It's been so long since I played this campaign to its full extent. You probably weren't at the beginning of the stream, but I said at the beginning, I haven't played this campaign to its full extent, watching all the cutscenes, since March.
Squadron, this mission needs to be quick. Target radar facilities and AA weaponry. They're set up on a rugged terrain.
I love this song, though. I've probably listened to the song more than I played the mission itself.
Wait, who's the dumbass who came up with this batshit plan?
Just obey orders.
Or more specifically, listen to the song on its own.
Cyclops 1. The Cyclops and Strider squadrons currently contain 7 aircraft. Stand by. We'll be arriving shortly.
Understood.
Oh, no.
They're flying between the columns.
I love the jazzy feel.
It'll be hard to take on hostiles.
Well, maybe not jazz. I don't know.
Cyclops 1, this is Bandog. We need the job done on time.
Bandog? Cool name. Nice working with you, Mr. Guard Dog.
I can see they still can't figure out how to fire without the enemy being behind rocks. That's something I thought they'd fix after Ace Combat 4, but they never did. Not firing at enemies behind cover. Really? See, this is why I hate the weather effects in this game. It always at the worst times unlocks you or gets your missiles to miss because of turbulence. It's like people say that when I try to, like, a lot of the time when I'm arguing with people who like Ace Combat 7, they'll say, well, it's just an arcade. But then they'll look at crap like this. It's like everybody has double standards with Ace Combat 7. Everybody who likes it has double standards.
Enough talk.
Or at least everybody I argue with.
Careful. Don't crash into the mountains. And unless you have a death wish, ambush. Watch your altitude.
It'd be kind of cool if that thing crashed into the mountain. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was too close, I think.
Rocks and this wind?
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe the SAMs aren't as stupid as I thought they were.
Missile in the air. Heads up.
Same crap happens with Need for Speed. It's just an arcade racer, dude. I'm like, yeah, but you're like, yeah, but you know, there are bad stuff about it too, you know. Yeah. I'm not familiar with Need for Speed, but yeah, that makes sense. People are just like that. I don't get it. Everybody argues it's a double standard when it fits their argument, of course. I will never understand people who think this game is as good as the Trinity. Because it ain't even close. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it seemed like the community before Ace Combat 7 was released really all mutually agreed that the Trinity was the best. Everybody seemed to think the Trinity was just as good as I did. But then, for some reason, after Ace 7 released, and I disliked it, everybody started to hate the Trinity. Or at least hated 5. Whoa! Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, God, I hate this turbulence.
Fire! They have nowhere to run!
There he is.
SAM sights down. Keep destroying radar facilities. Watch out for ice while you're in there.
What do they expect us to do? Fly through the mountains? Really?
Missile away.
I hate that the animation's always the same when you shoot down enemy pilots.
They have a death wish?
Probably.
All targets destroyed, no complaints here.
Could you guys help? Like, I'm so sick of this AI.
Bandits inbound. Here come the UAVs.
We might have crossed the line.
Imagine being some Apache pilot chilling and suddenly you look left and see this dude drifting his Sukhoi at 500 altitude coming right at you. Oh, I would hate to be that Apache pilot. Right between the valleys, yeah. Imagine that in Call of Duty. That should have happened in Modern Warfare.
The drones have jumped on the recon team. Our friends aren't equipped for air-to-air.
Did
They need our...
What was that? Did I just see that wrong, or did he just accelerate to... Oh, God.
Cover. All 444 aircraft, get them out of there. Not even one is to go down. Destroy the UAVs.
That's impossible.
It's not impossible to count. Really? I was a... Oh, God, I hate this level. We hit the car? We might have.
Someone flew into the thunderclouds.
Spare 15 has broken through the thunderclouds. Nice work for a dumbass. Bandit down.
Strider 4, bandit on your 6.
Help by getting in between them and the UAVs.
They don't even have time to check radar.
UAV down.
Shake that missile off, Cyclops 3!
Man Dog, there are still 5 aircraft in the combat zone. Cyclops 4, enemy on your tail.
Cyclops 2, missile fired at you!
Why can't you guys fight right now? Do you just not have weapons? I guess they're a recon team. Well, why does he even say that? Especially since I'm the only one doing anything.
Dealing with 9Gs is tough, but for those UAVs, we risking our lives to wipe someone else's ass?
Start complaining when you can keep your own nose clean.
Damn it. Wiseman 444 Squadron support incoming.
Dialogue's
Sorry, but I'm using this chance to break off.
Jaeger, look after the survivors.
Roger.
4 to go.
Enemy on me!
Dodge that missile.
Missile headed for Cyclops 2.
Cyclops 3, evade. Missile incoming.
Who's Strider 1?
UAV destroyed.
And are there only 3 Strider members?
Cyclops 4 has broken off. There you go. Things are looking up.
Or is Taylor there? Did we just boot Taylor out? I wasn't paying attention.
Cyclops 2.
Support incoming. Sorry, but I needed this as a chance to tell my son about this. Yeah. Poor Wiseman. No children. Well, I hope he didn't have any children. Although it'd just be like another... Should I say that? I don't know if I should say that. Should I go there? Oh, okay. I won't go there right now, unless you want me to.
Cyclops 3, check your 6.
Trigger's holding up, but we got our hands full.
I'm not stupid enough to fly into a thundercloud. Got it.
Cyclops 3 has broken off. Bad dog, it's just me and 1 more to go.
Spare 15. You're the only one earning any redemption today. Make sure the rest of them stay alive.
What is band? What is full band doing?
You're in no position to call someone a devil count. Don't make me laugh.
I can't get into overshoot.
Spare 15, target destroyed.
Cyclops 2 is broken off. All my guys managed to escape. Got big gratitude for you.
Cyclops 1, check your 6.
Let's see how much I can wreck Mihai.
Cyclops 1 is breaking off. He could have broken off any time if he was by himself. Spare 15. All UAVs in the vicinity confirmed destroyed.
Do you have a Cyclops logo?
Thanks. Who is that? Tell him I'm grateful.
Copy that, Cyclops
Is that even
1.
a Cyclops
Spare
aircraft?
squadron.
I
Mission
don't
is
think it
complete.
is.
Return to base.
Enemy inbound.
Hold it.
Oh, give me a break. You have more chores for us?
Spare 8, champ. Bogey approaching fast from the rear. All available units support Spare 8.
I don't need any support. This is all mine. Damn it. He's glued to my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it.
Spare 8, no dogfighting.
Negative. I'm not letting this slide. Woohoo!
I can't even do that. Especially not at that speed.
You could have done that sooner. I want to understand the enemy.
You're a child, is what you
Shot
are.
down champ. He was toying with him. Spare 10 lost. Another one.
And another
Recon
one.
aircraft lost. What's with this guy? That's an Su-30.
Hi, tabloid.
I'll
read the newspaper when you're dead. Did you just hit somebody?
Get in there with that monster, Spare 15.
We're gonna lose more friendlies. Are you sure? Wait, we don't even lose any friendlies, do we? Wait, really, Mihai?
Force craft flying out of bounds.
Those damn cowards bailing on us?
I just sent back to
Wow.
damaged craft.
Wow, Mihai.
Spare 15, Spare 11.
Nice Twitch you got there. Can I start doing it on Twitch? What am I talking about? Yes, it is. At least I wish it was.
Soul 2, Soul 3. They've got 2 rear guard. The better one's mine. Copy that, King.
The better one. You sure figured that one out quickly.
Soul 1, please respond. What's your status? My status? Well, I'm feeling a little excited.
Go get him.
He's running away. What a coward!
Chase him down. You've got this.
Wiseman, you see that color? The way he's flying?
I was gonna say, how did I miss him?
Pilot the experimental Squadron 6 plane.
Soul 1, moving to assist. Do your jobs and I'll...
What a sad, sad soul.
Soul 1, this is Soul 2. My status is fine. Do not interfere.
He's so bad.
Soul 1, clouds are moving in. Let's return to base.
Yeah, I agree. That is the status.
Bandit is retreating. He managed to survive somehow.
You know, Bandog actually says that very the way I would say it too. He managed to survive somehow. Like what?
The guy who worked his ass off at the rear.
The biggest dumbass in the unit.
Makes sense. Only an idiot would be brave enough to pull off those moves.
I'll guide you back to Air Force Base 444, though I doubt you have enough gas to make it.
Appreciate the help.
Oh, he's
I wouldn't get involved if I were you.
he's gone. He did take it in a non-critical area, which doesn't exist on an aircraft. Sorry to say.
You have permission to land. You made it this far. Don't screw up now.
It is Balkan witchcraft. You know what's even funnier about that is it says he took it in a non-critical area, and later on, he says Count says he's flying in a way that negates the damage. I don't know. Still, it doesn't matter. You can't fly in a way that causes your aircraft to be less blown up. That's just not how physics work.
Heading is good. Stay on course.
Did Namco forget what happens to deserter?
You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing.
Yeah. That makes no sense.
Great work. Nice job in not ruining
Just like the design choices Namco made when making this game.
far from done.
Or Project
Stand by
Bases
for
or
further
whatever.
orders.
The crew said the enemy had one mean son of a bitch flying for him. Our team had a few Air Force hot dogs, real experienced pilots.
I wish we got the
But this
other
guy
spare
swooped in
skins.
like a hawk, locked on, and took them all out in the blink of an eye.
I'd like to
Reminds
be
me of the
2
story
strikes
Gramps
or
told me
1
once.
strike. That'd be pretty
He
funny.
said a little while before he retired from active duty, he saw an enemy fighter wipe out an entire formation right in front of him.
Wait, why
It
do...
was like seeing how a shark
Why does the
walks
enemy
going
ever
after
call
its
us 3 strikes? Like they have any idea. Like 3 scratches, that makes sense, but 3
just like how a
strikes?
shark would. Then one by one, he put the
Yeah,
fighter
2.5 strikes.
Sounds like what happened to our
It
guys
should be
today.
2.5 strikes, because we didn't even murder a president. We only murdered
Kind of
a
surprised
former
somebody made it back
president.
alive. I bet when they saw
To be
what was
fair, that
going
does
on,
look a little
they broke
paint.
formation
That
and
paint
left
looks a
their
little
buddies to
gone,
the
so
shark.
I don't know.
Hang on.
Oh, it is a Cyclops plane.
There's 3 extra planes here. They're foreigners too.
Foreigners. Racist.
Spare squadron.
Well, I guess... Oh, never mind. Yeah. Falcon Witchcraft. Very prominent in Ace Combat 7.
You returned without permission and failed as escorts. So how about you rethink your value while in solitary? Take them away. Well, what do you know? Pilots made it back to base alive. Treat them well and feed them plenty. After all, we have to get a favorable report out of them. I've spent enough of my time being the commander of some worthless penal unit.
You know, what was I gonna say? We didn't fail as escorts. Nobody got shot down.
I had a chance to talk to one of the pilots that escaped back here, so I took it. Apparently, 2 of our planes took the enemy on alone. They covered the Allies so they could retreat. The hell kind of idiot does a thing like that?
An idiot who's got skill.
The last pilot to land back at the base was that
What a
scrawny
trigger was
anarchist.
Mobius 1?
He
Yeah,
always
I know,
had
that's a
this
stupid
dumb
theory.
grin on his face. Like he didn't give a damn about whatever he did to get thrown in here with the rest of us. Was he the one who went gung-ho?
Negatory.
I bought him a drink later. After the usual small talk, I turned the topic around to the mission. For an anarchist,
Yes.
it struck me as a bit weird. Nothing like what I expected. He
It
talked a
does.
mile a minute and kept going on and on about
That's
library
true.
books. Not encyclopedias.
Because canonically, yeah,
just cheesy
canonically he is
adventure
flying an
novels you read in high
F-16.
school. Nothing against
He's
those.
flying an
I
F-16
like a
until
good story
mission
myself
12.
once in a while. But I wasn't
Mission
here
12.
to talk books.
Crap, did I called Mission 11 Mission 10 or Mission 10 Mission 11 earlier. Mission 11 is when he gets his F-15. Mission 10 is,
safety.
He's pretty
escort.
foolish, isn't he?
I thought so too. Suddenly, a highly skilled enemy fighter squadron appeared and began picking them off.
Is that a different voice actor?
One by one, they fell right out of the sky.
Although, I guess there was nobody around that was even more foolish to go to their aid then. So you simply watch things unfold from a distance.
Yeah. I mean, who would have ever thought that I'd just go and follow him straight into the enemy squadron like that?
After what felt like decades, I finally got to the info I was looking for. He wasn't the guy. He said he was just following his wingman's lead and managed not to die somehow. The hero on this mission was the new guy.
Okay.
The one that killed Harling. How did you feel?
I'm still kind of shaken up, actually. But you know, I do feel a
Why
certain
even
sense
are
of pride,
they?
too.
He really is foolish, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
That moment was so much cooler in the trailer. The musical cue.
I went to the hangar to have myself a closer look at Trigger's plane. I knew that burnt smell. That's what happens when an engine's been driven to its limit. This pilot was a hot dog. From now on, I was going to keep my eye on this idiot. From a distance, though. I didn't want to get too tight with someone who was a better pilot than my dad. Even so, I decided to give this guy's plane a little bit of the old Avril magic touch. He needed all the help he could get.
Not really. I don't.
Attention! If you disobeyed orders in the previous mission, line up over there. You won't disobey a second time. Do not test my patience. The biggest threat to
Not
our
really.
forces
Not
is the
kind of.
enemy's enormous swarm of drones. In order for our forces to penetrate deep into Erusian territory, we'll path. You will destroy the enemy's fuel plant. HQ has found evidence that fuel is being moved intermittently inland from a refinery at the harbor in Artiglio. It's likely they're supplying fuel for the various drone bases. Those of you whose food privileges were taken away already know how this goes. We silence the drones by taking their fuel. Enter via the estuary, take out their AA, destroy the fuel points on both sides of the river and their oil tankers. Remember, you're not bona fide military. You're expendable.
That did say change mode. I was right. Alright, this will be the last mission I do. I can't take these cutscenes anymore. Alright, what plane should I use? Maybe I should just use this. Yeah, I'll just use this.
Convicts, stand by at the front.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if that was for sure an F-15 at the end there, but it sure wasn't an F-22. Because that's not what F-22 engines look like.
Crying like a baby. I knew he was all bark and no bite. The coward. You're one to talk, running off with your tail between your legs. I wasn't running away, I was retreating. Well, I can't say I blame you.
Same thing,
It was
basically.
hell out there. Man, I'm not in the mood for this shit today. I'm gonna blow stuff up to let off steam. Target in sight. I see a lot of oil tanks.
I like how they only destroy that one area and don't do anything else.
Destroy everything in sight. I appreciate the simplicity of the operation. They don't look like military.
Because that would make too much sense. Tactical nuke incoming! That would be pretty cool. A tactical nuke on this area. Or Moab.
Get the ships out of here before they're blown up.
I've got more.
The ship's already destroyed.
The megastorm in Nessa 2 that formed a few days ago is approaching our AO.
No time to smell the roses then.
A fighter pilot needs to fight. Missions like this, too easy.
Look at that oil, just burn up the sea. When first don't attack, I can fix them all down.
Their target's just fish food now. It's like watching the fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn.
Yes. Apparently.
Man Dog was right. We're the proper military. Enough of this. They're now act tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than
The way
I
he says that makes no sense. That writing makes absolutely no sense. No idea what he's trying to say there.
Shit, we're out of time. Missile in the air. Heads up.
Target down.
I belong in the penal. He's trying to communicate. But what is he trying to communicate? Nobody knows.
Spare 15 locked.
Hey, Trigger. Why do you think this stupid war keeps dragging on?
Because countries exist, that's why.
Because countries exist.
Okay, in a world... You know, to be fair, in a world where a world with no boundaries exists, I can see why Osea arrested him. I know the public isn't aware of that, but... Yeah, I can't really blame Osea for this one.
That cheers me up.
Spare 15 launching missile.
We just got everything unloaded.
Vehicle down.
Apparently not.
Confirmed kill on AA gun.
Except for when it matters, the plot. When they just disappear. Apparently.
Spare 15, enemy's got a lock. Targeting gun range, fire. Locked on target. Target destroyed. One minute remaining. Dust cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary.
Solitude. I think it's finished. Yeah, now it's finished. Definitely.
Get back. The fuels are too strong. Friendly aircraft lost.
Fox 2, Fox 2. 30 seconds remaining.
There aren't enough interceptors.
Want to stay out of solitary. You stay out of solitary. What?
Hostile on your tail.
Looking good.
I'll take jobs like this any day.
Megastorm in Nessa 2 is about to arrive.
Right. Bring out the trucks. Make sure their routes are split. Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
Oh god. This is the part of the game that solidified my hate for Count.
It looks like some oil tankers loaded with oil got away. HQ saw them on satellite.
Yeah, typically oil tankers are loaded with oil. That was a retarded line.
Why are they popping on and off of radar? Sand clouds. Sand breaks up here and there. That's when radar picks them up. If you detect something, strike fast.
Staring at my radar and trolling? This is not my style.
Even in sand, you can lock on if you get close enough.
You
sure you can trust that intel?
Easy for you to say.
That line is so stupid. Who thought that looked good on paper? That better be a mistranslation.
Okay, if you think that's for the best.
Or lost in translation. But that was a really stupid line.
Tanker truck destroyed. Make sure you wipe them all out.
Oh, crap.
Eyes like a jackal, Trigger. They'll run out of gas, right?
They've got trailers full of fuel.
Trucks don't run on jet fuel. I heard diesel engines can.
Quit yapping and hunt down your targets. Vehicle down. The rising smoke marks their graves.
Nice sentiment, Vandal. Oh god, here we go.
A new enemy is approaching, bearing 350 from the reference point.
They're coming from the north. Did they pick up Count's aircraft? Wait a sec, don't go blaming me.
They appear to be Erusian drones.
More UAVs? Why are they always after us?
The mission stays the same. Destroy the tankers.
There's no way we can chase the damn tankers now. They're coming.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
A cat doesn't have enough lives to carry out your orders.
Do your duty and take out the tankers.
Column of smoke. Who did that?
Enemy has a lock on you.
Trigger, I like your style.
Play along,
How did... Well, that actually hit. Wow.
UAV down. Was that Trigger?
Alright, we might just get out of this alive.
Don't tell me you're taking out drones for your squadron now, are you? They're not your friends. They're convicts just like you.
I agree.
Worry about saving your own skin.
I'm just doing this for an S rank, man.
Target the tankers. The other
I'm just doing it for an S rank. I need my S rank, Vandal.
I'll send you out to dig up landmine with your bare hands.
I'm sticking around. You know why that political offender jackass is still alive, don't you?
Trigger?
Higher chance of living with him.
Wait, which political offender? I don't know if he's talking about Trigger as a political offender or if he's talking about Tabloid. That line, again, isn't really clear.
Seven UAVs down.
Guess there's less of them now. Glad I decided to stick around.
Okay.
Don't you go doing a tabloid on me.
Weapon system's acting up.
Yeah. Did he
I
just...
can't fight like this. I'm gonna break off. There he goes, running away. And
Did he just say don't... or he's pulling a tabloid, or...
Say what you want. Have fun with your new friends.
He must mean sticking with me.
More people stayed behind than I thought.
Yeah, it was.
Trigger ain't gonna make it. That's how I'm still alive.
Debatable. You just kind of suck, Tabloid. That's all you do. You just suck. Why was that tanker alone?
Confirmed eliminated.
You can't run from us.
Keep going. Burn it all.
Going after the tankers when all this shit is going down is suicide.
Prioritize the tankers. Worry about the UAVs later.
Damn.
Damn it, I've got one on my back.
Why are the... Okay, why is it just the F-22 cockpit that the legs are really low poly? Is there something about an F-22 flight suit that makes your legs become less detailed?
Hey, gun down. You can't stick around forever. Find those targets.
Trigger trashed the target.
Woo! Trigger again.
Yeah, I guess so.
Nah, jet fuel doesn't ignite that easily. That was standard gasoline.
How about taking targets down instead of flapping your gums?
This is like the worst Mobius one skin I've ever seen.
One more truck down. Pop them all.
I ain't losing to no drone.
5 minutes remaining.
Basically.
Spare 15, missile away. Target is
I
down.
really wonder what the office looked at like at Namco when we were making this game. It really, or Project Aces, it really must have not gone well.
Missile inbound, evade.
We're not gonna lose the damn robot.
That cheers me up.
Ow.
Give a rat's ass. You sound like you know something. I don't just give intel away for free.
message. That was the last one. All aircraft, return to base. Burning up all those tankers will starve their drones for a while.
I'm still alive.
Stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
Work like a charm.
If you think that's all you need to survive, you might as well
Separate
get your
layer of
last rites
clouds.
now.
Actually, looks kind of
That was
cool.
all dumb luck. Wait, you were in earshot, Count?
Must have been strange to hear from high altitude.
Seems you've learned
I
nothing
love
in
the
the
shots
sky,
that count.
Well, yeah, it's not like there's anything I can learn from Trigger.
What does in before mean?
The mission was a success. There's nothing else I need to say. Dismissed. So it looks like we're getting attention from above. If any credit is due, it should come to me. Prisoners deserve nothing.
I disagree. But whatever. I'm thinking I'll play these missions when we get past Bunker Buster. Well, maybe not this one, but this one definitely. I'll definitely do this one. Right, okay. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the stream here. So, it's been nice chatting. So hope you enjoyed. I'm glad somebody actually spoke. Commentaries are not as fun as actually talking to viewers. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. Stay frosty, and the price is right. Alright, see you later.